We're going.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
We're going.
We lit.
This is the uncut.
Yeah.
What up, motherfucker? Ladies and gentlemen, this is an episode of Goddamn Point Proven. I go by the name of Rello. That's R-E motherfucking L-L-O.
Man, look, 4 times the genius, man. 4 run of YouTube. Look, if you gonna run the goddamn world.
Yo, subscribe to Spotify. Go ahead and follow us on YouTube. Go ahead and follow us on SoundCloud. Go ahead and link with us on iTunes. Yeah. You know how we get down. 4 times the genius. What's going on, bro?
Man, we lit, man. Fuck the intro. We lit, man. We already done did this shit.
This is the fuck that we talking about.
Shout out to Afro Channel 5.5, man.
But fuck that shit. I gotta be me.
Tune in for that clean
I
shit,
gotta
man,
be
bro.
me. So
what's going on, Troy?
Chilling, bro. Tired.
Yeah.
That's a hard working man right there.
Yeah, man.
So what's been going on with me? A whole bunch of anxiety.
Oh shit.
A whole
What are we anxious
bunch
about
of
this week?
anxiety.
What's going on, my brother? Talk.
So flew out to Cali.
Okay.
Just fine, no issues. Flying back, it was kind of bumpy at the beginning of takeoff. A little bit more than it was before.
Yeah.
When I tell you my anxiety went at an all-time high.
So are you afraid of flying?
No, not at all.
Okay.
Like, I have no issue with it, but for some reason, this one was a little extra bumpy.
Yeah.
And I was like, yo, the wings are finna fall off. Like, the engine is finna drop out of the plane. We all finna die. We over 1,000 feet right now, and we're on the side of Arizona. I don't want to die in the desert. Like, I can't walk that far.
I don't want to die in the desert.
I don't. Like, my anxiety just was kicking in, going crazy. To the point I had a mild anxiety attack on the plane.
Yeah.
Mild anxiety attack.
What did you do to overcome that anxiety attack?
What did I do to overcome it?
Jump. You get your legs right.
I went to Psalms, the 2nd chapter. But no, I'm playing with you. Like, I ain't gonna lie to you, my ass was praying. I was on that plane praying, and I was just like, oh my God. I was like, I'm never gonna see my kids again. Oh my God. I'm never gonna get to do anything. Like, I'm not even gonna make it back to Wichita. Like, when I tell you everything in my head was going, and I didn't realize,
I
like,
would hate to be around you doing that shit.
no, I'm quiet.
You
I'm
just
quiet.
Sit there like and bounce your leg a little
Nope.
bit. Shit.
Still.
Man, look, anytime that you see my leg bouncing, that means that my mind is doing
The calm
numbers.
before the storm type deal.
Yeah.
Like, I'm very, very quiet. Like, but I literally had my head on the seat in front of me, and I was like this the whole time.
Terrified.
I'm like,
Did your wife notice it?
she's in the seat over here,
Uh-huh.
and she literally is dozing off half sleep.
Oh, yeah,
and I'm
so she
sitting
ain't
here
worried
like
about your pulling hair out.
shaking, bro. But
like that.
I was gonna ask you, do you have any type of anxiety?
Yes.
What triggers your anxiety? Well, what is your reaction to your anxiety? What do you do
My reaction,
when it's at its high moment and then to calm yourself down?
it depends if I'm, like if it's an activity where like I don't have to talk or whatever, like it's like I'll just kind of like zone off into space or whatever, like just like I said, like I'll pat my leg. It's kind of hard to explain, like, and then if it gets intense or whatever, like it's like I can't really control my breathing. But if like if it's a situation where I have to talk or whatever, it's like, well, y'all already know I stutter, so it's like like it's increased. It's heavily increased to the point where like I can't really talk at all. I don't know, bro. Like like it depends.
My breathing gets really bad. I get to the point where I feel like I'm about to throw up. But a lot of time, what I do to try and ease it or calm it down, I'm that one that talks to myself in my head, constantly trying to talk myself off that ledge.
Like I talk to myself out loud.
All the time.
Something that always helps me is like music.
Yeah.
Like no matter what kind, like if I'm like overly mad or like I'm nervous and I'm anxious about something or whatever, like like it's like music headphones. You know, like it has to be in headphones.
100%.
You know me, I like like I like all of my music loud. Like like I have to be able to feel the bass or whatever. You know, like and I think that ultimately helps me to calm down. But like I have really bad social anxiety. That's the main thing for me or whatnot. So it's like anytime that you see us out or whatever, like and I'm off in the corner, because I don't want to be around all y'all motherfuckers right now.
I'm antisocial.
Yeah.
I'm a very social guy, but I'm also very antisocial. If you tell me, be like, yo, you could chill at the house, you know what I'm saying, by yourself. Like, if I find out that I got 2 hours to by myself in my house, it is like the most amazing feeling in the world.
It is lit.
Bro, that's Christmas for me. What do you want for Father's Day? For you to leave the fucking house. Go do something. Like, you and the kids, get out. Like,
man,
go.
careful what you wish for, dog.
And then
have you ever wanted them to leave and then they left and like you just like fuck, you done smoked or whatever? So like you know, you got all that shit out there. And now you're just like fuck, I don't have nothing to do.
No.
Where y'all at, man?
No.
Pull up, man.
No,
man.
I'm.
Shit, sometimes I'll be missing them, bro.
Because y'all coming back. Y'all coming back.
Yeah, but
and my wife ain't usually gone that long.
I miss y'all.
I feel like 4 times wife can be away from 4 times out the house for a couple hours.
Bruh, all right, now hold on. Now,
do you ever make the phone call and be like, "Hey, you
never
all right?
call.
You good?"
I never call.
Damn, you better than me.
I never call. So like like I just like like I'm all about image, like and I like I feel like if I call you, then you gonna think that I'm like I'm trying to see like all of this shit or whatever. Like and at the end of the day, I really like.
Are you doing this like to be cool to let her know like, yo, I'm not tripping or worrying like crazy?
See, like, and then on top of that, it's low key reverse psychology. Like, and it might not work anymore because I'm saying it on here. But like if I don't call you while you're out, then you can't call me while I'm out.
My wife doesn't call me while I'm out.
My wife will blow my phone up.
But
then again, I'll ignore calls too, so she might have every right to blow my phone up.
Me and my wife, like, okay, think about this. When we were out in Tulsa, how many times did you see me on the phone?
None. None. Fucking none.
You was like, bro, do you have a family? Like, was all that fake? Was that pretend for play?
Bro said, yo, I just trying to hurry up and get back to my kids. I was like, oh shit, I forgot you had a family. You just out here living right now, my nigga. Like, my family was right there.
Yeah, but we did have fun though. Like with your fam.
Oh yeah.
Like that was fun.
Shout out to Tulsa, man. The gathering place is a very great place to gather.
Yeah.
If that makes any sense.
Corny ass niggas.
They named this shit at the gathering place.
All right. So took a trip out to Cali. It was well needed. For all, like it's been a crazy year for me. And I figured, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I wanted this episode to be one of them episodes where we're very open and honest about some shit. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not going to go too far on some things, you know what I mean? But, I'm going to be open and I'm going to talk a little bit. You know what I mean? So, like, it's been a crazy year. Stress, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not saying that my child, like, stresses me out. But, you know what I'm saying? Having to adjust to the life of having 2 children. And this is me being real. Some of my and I hate saying this. It's not a depression because I don't like using that word because I feel like I'm disrespecting people that actually battle depression. But I do in a form battle depression on like different things because like when my mind goes to that place, it's very hard to get me out of that place.
Yeah. So
like I get depressed, like, you know what I'm saying, like at my job, and I think about the podcast. You feel me? Like that's like some stress that like gets on me.
I get depressed when somebody asks me for something at my job. Like, what the fuck y'all want, man?
But bro, like when and especially like after, you know what I'm saying, talking to Skinny about, you know what I'm saying, that situation.
Yeah.
I was just like, man, like I don't want to do this shit. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm working my ass off for this white man, you know what I'm saying? And I'm not really getting nowhere.
Yeah.
But yet, I have something that's homemade, something that's organic, and something that I love to do. I'm doing it for absolutely free, so you know that I love it. But it's like, I want to take that next step. Like, I want to get to that point, you know what I'm saying? I want that to be my career.
So what's holding you back from doing that?
What's holding me back from doing that? A set income from this side.
Okay.
If if I even knew that like I could make this certain amount of money doing this, then I'd be gone.
You know you can. See, like, all right, so like, you know, like I have, you know, like in the last 2 years, like it's like I just like repeat little phrases, just, you know, like over and over again or whatnot. But right now, like it sounds like a case of in your own way.
Yeah, all the time, bro. All the time.
Me and Strip was having a conversation, like, you know, like, and you know everything that we got that's going on right now with the TV station or whatever, like, and I'm like, well, I can't go shoot these commercials because I got to go to work or whatnot, you know, like, it's just like, all right, how long are you going to use this job as your main source of income?
And that shit brings your energy down.
Yeah,
like that
exactly.
really fucks with your spirit.
Exactly.
When it's like you want, like literally you want to do this and you know you love doing this shit, but you have to go do this part. Like that shit will bring you down.
Yeah. You know, it just has to be a point to where, like, you say, all right, for the next 2 or 3 months, I'm going to do XYZ for the podcast to bring it up to the next level. So then, you know, like, after those few months or whatever, we can see exactly what the next level is, and then we can figure out how to monetize it.
Yeah.
You know, like, I feel, you know, like, it's all very simple. We just have to do it.
But
Shout out to everybody out there that's monetizing their fucking podcast.
man,
Good job. Proud of y'all.
man, we ain't shit.
But our shit is monetized. We've made money off this podcast. Yeah, nigga, we made money off the podcast.
Yeah, we've
Nigga,
had
stop.
niggas.
Shut up. We made money off the podcast. Stop underplaying shit.
No,
man. Look,
all I was
shit.
gonna say is that we've worked our ass off. We
I don't
got
wanna
paid
hear
for the
shit.
podcast, and then we've had niggas that didn't want to pay us for work that we've done on the podcast. You know what I'm
We've definitely
saying?
had that, you know, like we've definitely had that, and you know, like I'm pretty sure that you've been able to pay a couple of bills off of you know, like off of your flyers.
I'm being able to buy some weed off of it.
Weed is a bill.
Nah,
Weed is
do you know
definitely
how,
a bill.
Do you know how hype you get when you got $80 in your account and you got to pay the water bill? So you're like, damn, I'm finna be like, I ain't finna have nothing. And then all of a sudden your Cash App opens up and you got 20 sitting in there.
Shout out my nigga T Gotti.
It be lit.
The nigga had just pulled up on me. Oh, nigga, I seen that logo that you did too. Yeah,
Who?
NFG.
Yeah, that was a while ago.
Well, so every time he does a logo, he sends that shit to me first. All right, like I've said this plenty of times, but I be seeing y'all shit way before y'all see y'all shit.
1,000%. 1,000%.
I sent my bands to this nigga.
This is the only nigga that I know that will tell me like,
Nah.
do you know how many covers and flyers 4 times has seen that will never see the light of day?
We should just drop all them shits one day.
They ugly.
Nah, man, but like, you know, don't, you know, like, depression is something that, like, you know, like, and ultimately, like, I have to say this because I do it as well, but, like, it's something that we bring on ourselves. Anxiety is a little bit different, but,
Bro, like, this year, and the trip was so special to me because it's like, this year, I lost my grandmother, you know what I'm saying?
condolences.
Appreciate it. I've just in the last couple of weeks have had a conversation with my father. I haven't spoken to my father at all this year.
We'll talk about that off the.
Yeah, so it's like, you know, there's been a lot of shit that's been going on with me. So this getaway was very much so needed.
Yeah.
And like, it's more so my spirit battling my mind.
Okay. Ooh, explain. Explain. I like that.
My spirit is like, it's to me, it's like the emotion.
Mm-hmm.
But your mind is like, it's just straight. Like my mind, I feel like I break it down in straight facts. Like this is what it is. This is what I'm getting presented. Like, you know, I know what I'm going into. I know what I'm dealing with. But then the spirit battles with the mind. Like, you know, you can do this, or you know what I'm saying, or do this or whatever. But then my mind's like, no, fuck that shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like my spirit was more so like, yo, you should have a conversation with your father. Like, yo, you know what I'm saying? You should, you should link up with your father. You should sit down with your father. But my mom was like, no, fuck that shit. Like, I don't want to deal with that shit.
Yeah. See, like, like, and that goes back to the question that I asked you a while ago. Like, is it because, like, that's what it is, or is it that's what you want it to be? Like, and that's why I say, like, like just like go with the flow.
You
don't
gotta
even overthink.
You gotta
this
go
shit.
with what it is that you want, and then you have to battle what it is that's best for you.
Yeah.
And those two will they will not go coexist with each other. What you want, and what's best for you isn't always gonna work together.
Facts.
So it's just been a lot of shit. Like
So, like, is there like a point where you say, okay, what I want to do, like I've been doing what I want to do for X amount of time and it hasn't been working out. So now should I just?
No, it was working.
Do
It was working.
Was it though?
It was.
Was it?
It was because like I'm not.
What happened to where like it wasn't working though? Because if it was still working, we wouldn't be having
My
this
grandmother
conversation. Ah, okay. So yeah, all right then. Bet.
That.
Yeah, because you know what? You're
that
absolutely
sparked
right
that.
because you didn't mention anything to me until that particular situation.
Yep.
So all right, that makes sense.
Yeah.
I don't know what it was for me, but like like for me, like it just be like a matter of time. Like I guess like like I'm not as stern, like not even stubborn as you. You're very stubborn.
I hear that a lot.
Because the crazy
Yeah,
thing
right.
is when
I
he's
agree.
saying my spirit said this, my spirit said that. No, nigga, 4 times said that shit 2-3 weeks ago. Nigga, 4 times said
Yeah.
nigga, yeah.
Yeah.
But like it just like we take our own time, for
But-
certain things, and like it's completely understandable.
But when your spirit, like my spirit could agree with you.
Yeah.
But that doesn't
But
mean that my
my
mind
mind-
was like,
because that's the stubbornness.
nigga, what you say, nigga? Fuck you too. Like you
Hey,
know what I
it is
mean?
what it is, my nigga.
Like
That's the
for real.
stubbornness,
Like for real. But people have to understand too, and I think it's hard for people to understand that everyone heals their own way.
Yeah.
Everyone heals in their own way, their own manner, their own time. And you just have to figure out what's best for you
Yeah.
in that situation.
Have you ever like been in a situation where you asked somebody for advice, they gave you advice, but then you did the opposite of what they said, like
Yeah.
then they completely like was mad at you
Yep.
and I've cut you off
Yeah.
type shit or whatever. Well, all right, so like so like this is all just in this train of thought or whatnot, but like as friends and like a listening ear or whatnot, we have to learn how to step outside of ourselves and like really see it from from like their perspective or whatever. Like there is no way that your friends should be able to come to you and talk to you and you get mad because they do something that's opposite of what you said.
That happens all the time.
That's exactly, but
happens
but it's
all
shit,
the time.
and I ask that because like I'm thinking like how hard is it to be a psychiatrist? How hard is it to like just sit there for like X amount of time a day and just ingest all of these different energies?
And I'm glad that you went there because seeing a psychiatrist,
Well, all right,
going to
so-
therapy or anything like that in
okay,
general.
all right.
So, one thing that I dislike as far as advice is religious advice.
Yeah.
I feel like people that oftentimes religious people can give the worst advice. The
Why would
things
you say it's the worst?
because people use religion as a form of therapy, but it's not all the complete therapy. I understand completely that, praying to God for whatever you're going through can help you spiritually and it can lead you to a better direction. And I know that God is an on-time God as far as he's going to answer when he's ready. You know that song,
Yeah.
He may not come when you want him, but he'll be there right on
Yeah.
time. But just because you pray about it doesn't mean that that's the end of it. And
That's
I
a
feel like
fact.
that's the issue because like the things that I've been battling, I don't want to hear, yo, you need to go to church. Yo, you need to do this. Like that's the reason why things ain't going the way that you need is because you're not right with this. You're not involved in church. Saying you're not, you're not giving your time to God. You necessarily don't know when I talk to God. I feel like you don't have to necessarily be in a church to be able to talk to God. I should be able to talk to God whenever I want to.
Yeah.
But my thing is that like religious or not, tell me to pray about it, but then also be that ear that I need.
Mm-hmm.
Be that person that's gonna listen, but then also suggest that I go to therapy. Suggest that I go do this, because what I'm saying is that people go through so much stuff, and going to the church is not going to resolve the whole thing. You still need to go see that therapist to get over that.
I feel like there's different routes for everybody, and then like at the same time, like I feel like not everyone is going to have a one direct route. So like a therapist is only half of it.
Yeah.
Church is only it's like
Exactly.
It's only,
You have to have the whole. You have to
um,
get the whole thing. You can't.
few-
You can't just give me. You
Yeah.
can't just give me one piece of it and say that's going to resolve it.
You know what, dog? A few weeks ago, like I turned on, like I'm a bit, like I grew up only listening to gospel music. So so like my sisters, they live in that still. Not necessarily only listen to it, but but like it's in their daily playlist or whatever.
Yeah.
I haven't listened to gospel in the last 10 or 15
And
years.
if you do, it's
And I haven't-
it's a specific song by a specific person, and you were thinking about a moment in time where that was like something for you, and you're like, yo, like that. Hey,
exactly.
And also, it's a feeling, but also it's the love
Did
for
I
the
tell
music.
you about this?
No, not at all. I know you.
Niggas
I know you.
pointing this shit out completely.
The way that you are a fan of music.
Yeah.
So you can listen to a gospel song and be like, yo, that's lit. Like, you know what I'm saying? You appreciate the instruments that are in the background. You appreciate the vocals.
You know what? When I was younger, with this particular song, like it was one of those songs that like I grew up on, and I would always ask for whoever was driving to play it back. I had to hear it twice in a row. And I just love the arrangement of it. I love how the bass kick. I love, just like all of the elements of, of the song.
And it doesn't have to do anything
like
with religion.
A few weeks ago, like it's not necessarily about religion. It's just more of like finding your way and like trying to find your peace or whatever. Like the joint is called "Running Back to You." So like so it's like the title in itself is like like it's just like just long story short, my nigga. Like I understood completely why Kanye is doing Sunday service. It's like this is therapy. This is a form of therapy, just like being able to just like be in the basement, nobody in the house or whatever, headphones on, music bumping
Jamming.
or whatever, like, and then like like you're just hearing a clear message that's saying like, yo, like I'm here for you, my nigga, like
Yeah.
I hear you, I see you, like shit, like even if it was made in the 80s, who cares?
Yeah.
Like like it's something about this right now in this moment, like in that. On top of being able to have a friend that I can call, like and really just like vent to or whatever, like and then on top of that, the therapist, like it's like that for me would be my like ideal route.
In
And
a
blunt.
weird way, and like you had said, like having a friend or whatever that you can go to, in a weird way. And I always say that men need to be around other men. Iron sharpens iron.
Yeah.
It's one of them cases because like me and you, we vent to each other as far as like shit
Oh,
that
definitely.
we're going
That's
on.
why I
or
was
whatever.
telling you to pull up last night. Like, bruh, you need me to pull up on you?
Bro,
What?
you-
Nigga,
bro,
how
you
we gonna
could-
do
bro,
this?
You could have pulled up, and I feel bad because I smooth was sitting there eating some barbecue and dozed off.
My nigga.
But I got a question for you.
What's up?
Do you feel like at the point that you are now, because we weren't raised the exact same, but we have a lot of similarities in our childhood
Yeah.
growing up, me and you.
Yeah.
Would you say that you are more so now questioning and or trying to forget some of the things that you've learned in your life, and kind of like you feel differently now and you make a different decision now, so you're trying your hardest to eliminate like, yo, this is the way it's supposed to be. No, it doesn't have to be that way. I
Yeah.
can do it this way.
Yeah, shout out to my nigga. He said, I'm just trying to grow from all the bullshit that I learned.
Hey.
Okay.
Hey, who was that? That was a clean ass
That's
boy.
it, right? Yeah. But definitely that. You know, like, and I would say, like, I started to feel this way, like, you know, like, it started off with religion, you know, like I've always questioned everything, but then, like, right after I graduated high school, I was like, you know what, I'm not going to church until I understand what's going on.
I
You
don't
know,
like the
and
fact
then-
that I don't like the fact that Christians tell you that you shouldn't question God.
yeah, yeah, you know, like, it's the brainwashing, you know, but it's okay.
I feel like that's ultimate
understandable.
brainwash. Like
know?
I can't like for instance, I lost my best friend. I can't ask God why.
Yeah.
I know that there's a whole.
you
I know.
definitely act-
I
you know,
know
like,
that
and
there's
I
a
feel
purpose.
like-
I know that there's a reason. You
Yeah,
know what I'm saying? And at the
exactly.
end of the day, they say like, you know, well, you know, she's better where she is now. Like, and I agree. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like, don't nobody want to be on this hurtful world. You know what I mean? Like, this world is dark and cruel. You know what I'm saying? But of course, you're gonna question like why. You feel me?
Yeah.
Like, I don't agree with that.
Yeah, so like I'm at a point now where it's like I truthfully stopped questioning, like, you know, like it's like I said, like these little phrases or whatever, but everything happens for a reason. So all right, so where's my silver lining in this? You know, like that's the way that I try
That's
to
the
analyze
maturity in you.
everything,
That's
you know?
maturity in you.
Yeah, man, look, it just happened overnight too. God damn. But yeah, man, you know, that's the way I try to analyze everything right now, you know. And then I, you know, like I've been heavy on my meditation shit for the past week, and I'm gonna try to keep it going. I'm gonna try to keep it going. But you know, like every day, or you know, like I wake up or whatever, like, and I just kind of lay there. I close my eyes. I'm awake, but you know, like I'm just laying there or whatever, like, you know, like, and I'm just like doing these affirmations in my head. You know,
Bro,
like, it's about to be a
growing
great
up-
day. You ain't about to be mad at nobody.
Yeah.
You ain't about to let other people make you
Yeah.
mad, or you know, like all of this shit or whatever. Like, nah.
Do you try and take the time to do that in the morning, or is it something more so like whenever you get a chance to?
You know, it's been in the morning, but like, you know, like every now and then, like when I feel myself starting to, you know, reach a certain, you know, like a certain energy or whatever, you know, like I'll redo it.
Okay.
So far, bro, that shit, bro, it's working
going good?
wonders. My G. The other day I said, I think I'm gonna wear the Forerunner shirt because I want somebody to say "Run the world." You know, like, and I went to work with that goal of having 2 people say it. My nigga, I left with 4 people saying "Run the world." Although one person was like, "Hey, is that a Beyonce merch line?" I was like, "What? The blasphemy!" But no, but you can buy it at forerunners.com. Thank you.
I'm not gonna fraud you. That's the first time I've heard that one. I
Yeah.
know that Beyonce has the song, you know,
Yeah.
"Who Run the World," and
Yeah. Definitely my first time hearing it. Hopefully it's the last time. But you know, but that, you know, like I just said that to say, like, you know, like spiritual shit really works.
man, I saw my grandpa every day meditate,
Yeah.
and I have yet to pick that up.
You know,
That's a
hopefully,
slack.
hopefully, bro, like, you know, God willing, hopefully it won't take me as long as, you know, but hopefully I can build up the dedication that my grandfather had.
Bro, have you ever thought about be like the age that I'm at now? What was my grandfather doing?
Oh, I don't even want to know. I don't even want to know.
Dog, like,
Well, how old am I? I'm 28. He was probably in the same situation as me.
bro, our grandfathers were married.
3 kids.
Kids. That's the crazy thing. Like, you know what I mean? Like, established decent job, you know what I'm saying? Like at our age, I want to say like they were in the church, but
See-
I don't think they were like
Yeah.
they weren't the build up yet.
See, I'm more, you know, like I'm more so like infatuated with what my dad was doing at this time. You know,
I
like
don't want to know that.
in his life. Like, what was you doing at 28? You know, like how was your lifestyle back then, so that I can compare myself to you and see.
But see, I think it's crazy because like I kind of know a little bit of what my dad was doing at 28. Like, you know what I'm saying? At that
We know a little bit, you know.
Yeah,
'cause
yeah.
We were here at that point.
Yeah,
But, you know,
yeah.
like we didn't see everything. You know,
What
'cause
at what age did your dad have you?
I want to
how
say he
old
was
was he?
28. He was born in 62. I was born in 90. Yeah, he was 28.
Okay. I was
Did I just do math that quick? Oh, I'm getting smart.
cold. Four
Oh,
times the genius.
the
I was
genius.
like 8 or 9 when my dad was 27.
Okay. Okay.
No, I was older than that. No,
Because
I
now I'm
got it
starting
right.
to question my math.
I got it right. I was like 8 or 9. Yeah. So like I saw some things, you know what I'm saying, and you know you can always have questions about, you know what I'm saying, certain things that you saw, but
Yeah.
like I was old enough that I had an opinion.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah. See, I didn't really get to experience my. Damn. Okay. Okay, I'm doing pretty good in life.
we're doing all right.
Yeah.
One
yeah.
day we're gonna bring our fathers on the podcast.
That's gonna be fun because them niggas low key look alike. I'm not gonna hold you, bro.
They both bald, both got facial hair.
Bro, I cannot wait to have this conversation, bro. Like bro, we just have to be blunt with this conversation. Like,
Yeah, there'd be no
no
holding
holds
back
barred.
in
You
that
know,
conversation.
like I ask my dad certain things every now and then or whatever. You know, like, and he's been pretty open with me lately. Hopefully, you know, like I can deep dive the way that I really want to. You know, really understand some shit.
Word. So, to end this topic, to end this conversation, what would you suggest to people out there that battle anxiety, that battle depression?
Bro, look at how God works. Just be around good people. Be around good people, you know. Like, and I said, look at how God works because, you know, like, the other day I was just like, you know, like, I was in a space where it was like, yo, I just really need to feel some good vibes. I just really need to feel some positive energy. And then I was about to, you know, like, I was about to make a post on Facebook and say, yo, send me some love. But then I thought about it. I was like, I hate seeing niggas crying for attention on Facebook. So I was like, you know what? I'm not about to do that. So I was like, you know what? Like, instead of doing that, like, let's just, like, show people love every time that we hop on this microphone. But, like, as far as, you know, like, just, like, get yourself around some good people, see what makes you feel happy, and try to do that every chance that you can. If it's depression, you know, like if you're unhappy with your workplace, figure out what you gotta do to get out that motherfucker and get out that motherfucker. Figure out how to monetize your passion. There's nothing wrong with asking for money for, you know, for like a service. You don't have to do everything for free. Shit, like if they family or not, you don't have to do it for free. Just live life and, you know, like, and understand that nothing is going to go the way that you want it to go. But like, as long as it goes, that's the only thing that matters.
Yeah.
So, you know, so those are my gems.
Good advice, bro.
Appreciate it.
Good advice, bro.
Appreciate it.
Good advice. I like that. Yo, so let's have a little couple of laughs. So I'm going to fuck some kids up.
Oh, shit. Why?
I'm going to fuck a kid up.
Somebody hit your son?
Nah, not at all.
I was about to say.
I'm not worried about that.
Where they at?
So I about punched my son.
My son got into his first fight at school the other day.
God damn. I feel like 3 would have whooped his ass.
Bruh.
3 is a stock strong.
When I tell you that little nigga can hit, bro, that little nigga can hit, my G. We be full on boxing. We be full on boxing now, young on me.
I've seen him mad. Like, I ain't seen him, like, break nothing mad like that or nothing at all. I don't even think he's like that. But I've seen him, like, upset.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, I need my mama right now
He's
because I'm
probably
mad.
gotten worse since you seen it. He's probably gotten worse.
Because
that boy has an attitude problem.
Because he's getting bigger.
That boy has a real live attitude problem,
He
dog.
damn
You know,
near
like
as tall
it
as
is,
his sister. it's just a matter of time.
they be squaring up.
Dog, it's gonna go down at your house.
Oh God, I'm about to have 2
See,
boys.
my kids are like separated good. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
they can't really get into it. I'll hear.
All my kids
I'll
is
hear
about
my,
to be 2 years apart.
I'll
so.
hear my son yell like, "Stop! Leave me alone!" Like, cause she'll
What could
yank,
she possibly be doing
she'll
to
yank
him?
his ear. Like,
Oh,
she'll
that's-
like,
see, that's
dog,
cute.
see, I
Oh.
think the same thing. But then I go like, I look in her room like where they are, and he's like.
She in there beating his ass, and he know he can't do nothing.
Nah, I walk in and she's standing like over his head, and he's trying to play his game, and she's going like just like going ham on him. Like, it's funny. But she's like that though
man.
because I'm like that with her.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, she'll try and grab me or something like that. Like, I'll like push her. Like, I'll be like,
You
yeah.
rough with her.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. But
That's how you gotta be.
Dog,
Maybe
she's
I was too
spoiled.
rough with Riley or 3.
3 ready to get down.
Bro, that thing got anger issues, dog.
My daughter got anger issues too.
Yeah.
Like, I see it. Like, when she gets upset, I look at her and be like, "You is your daddy's daughter." She had, cause you know what I'm saying, they're young, they haven't learned how to keep that shit held bottled in. You know what I mean? So like when they feel it, it's like like I'm
See,
unleashing
but
that
my
shit.
thing is, like, why do you feel so much anger?
Nigga, cause they are kids.
That,
Like, we ain't got anger issues.
you all right.
I ain't got.
think that
Do I have anger issues?
Low key, yes, I do too, but I hide it well. You like, and then you hold grudges. You will not fuck with somebody for some shit that they did to somebody else 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Real shit. But
Yeah.
but like, all right, so that leads me into my next question.
Fuck that nigga. I just had to say it. And you know who you are.
Fuck all them niggas did, if that's the case.
Nah, that specific nigga knows who he is. But like I said, I'm gonna fuck some kids up.
Yeah, all right, so back to
I'm
that.
gonna fuck some kids up. So my son comes up to me and he's singing a song. And I'm not gonna say the song yet, but he's singing a song. He looks at me and says, "Dad, you kind of look like DJ Khaled." And I say, "Who?" "DJ Khaled." Him. I'm like, "DJ Khaled?" He's like, "Yeah." He's like, "Y'all kind of look alike. Like y'all got beards." And he's like, "Y'all kind of the same color." And yeah, he's like, "Y'all look alike."
Y'all the same color.
And I was like, "Man, fuck you."
Mind you, the kid is 6. These are the anger issues.
Like, who the fuck you think you are, little ugly ass? Like, I started roasting my son. Like, you got life fucked up. All of a sudden, like, he's walking downstairs or whatever. Like, yeah, I done fucked his whole self-esteem up.
Yeah, I be doing that to Nugget too, man.
I'm like, man, you got life fucked up. But then, it's my daughter's birthday. And we're having a little, get together, whatever, family members come by. And an aunt's grandson walks up to me and says, "You look like DJ Khaled." And I looked at him and literally 4 times. I'm handing out pizza as he does this. So I have his plate and I dropped it.
You big petty.
I just looked at him and I was like, "Oops,
So that was your Tyler moment?
that was your pizza."
Is that what that was?
We ain't got enough pizza.
We the second
But
best?
I'm telling you right now, I'm gonna fuck you up too 4 times. Keep on. Hey, y'all niggas is low key forgetting. Relo can fight.
Major key.
Smooth. I can fight, bro. Don't get it mixed up. Hey.
Why you calling a nigga smooth out?
Because he was on that post or whatever and wanted to throw me in the middle of that shit.
Because, nigga, that's where you deserve to be.
I'm like,
You had
damn.
to be in the middle of that shit. You had to be in the middle of that shit.
They don't make them like me.
Nah. So, all right, so are we talking about that post?
You want to talk about it?
Are we talking about that
Let's go.
bullshit-ass post?
Let's go.
All right, man. Read the post for me, my boy.
All right. We're talking about a post that just so happened to be about XV's album release party.
Not the album, but the party.
The party.
The party.
So, these are the words of Lester Rowe, someone that's been on the Point Proven podcast. XV missed a great opportunity to make history in Wichita and really make an epic return more meaningful than, "Hey, look, I'm back with a new album." It may not be his responsibility, but it should have been a major moment like setting off a Summer Jam stage in New York. First off,
This ain't New York.
the comparison of an album release party to
Summer Jam.
Summer Jam. Strike one.
That's strike 2. Strike 1 was starting it off how you started it off.
XV missed a great opportunity. Strike
XV
one.
didn't miss an opportunity. It sounds like XV created
A dope
an
opportunity. That's
Come on,
strike
bro.
2. You got Skinny Chip Yadded, who has a major banger with Wabi and Smooth that should have been performed with Smooth on stage, maybe as a surprise performance. I don't know if that song was out yet.
I think it was, but at the same time though, it's like why would I have to do this song with Smooth? And then on top of that, you don't know what's going on. So what if I talked to Smooth previously and he said, "Yo, I can't make it, but yeah, do your thing."
Skinny Chip Yadded has a catalog of his own that he can perform.
Exactly.
And speaking to Skinny Chip Yadded,
Come on,
who
man.
has an EP coming out, he told me, "I'm not performing any new music for someone else's listening party yet."
Yeah.
this album isn't out yet, so I'm not gonna perform any new music yet until it's out,
Makes
which I
sense.
completely understand.
Makes
Sense. I know you've seen the cover of the album, Lester. So come on now, like yeah.
We'll wind back to that. All right, fuck it. Go. Let's get to the shit.
Freddie High, who I'd argue one of his biggest songs is "Bitch I Feel Amazing" with Big Sam, which may be his biggest record to date. Who also has past star K1 on there. They performed "Bitch I Feel Amazing."
Did they perform it at the concert? Okay. So it was done at the show.
So you're speaking in terms of a show that you didn't even attend.
Yeah, exactly. Mind you, this is somebody who wasn't in attendance.
Such a perfect song to have rocking in that moment. They did rock in that moment. You have Rudy Love, who is touring the success off his amazing documentary life story called "This Is Love," and you have a young R&B artist making some pop named Endless there as
Shout out
well,
to Endless.
and XV, who is XV. Shout out to Endless. Where's Troy? What do you think about his comments on the Rudy Love stuff?
I feel like it was just like Rudy Love was there. He has a documentary out. On to the next part. I don't think that he said anything out of line about.
From what I saw, you couldn't have had a better set. Than what Rudy Love had, than what the Love family had.
It sounds like you got some well established Wichita artists and some up and coming Wichita artists. Just because it's not the artist that you prefer, does not mean that he missed out on an epic moment.
But wait, there's more.
God damn it.
That was a powerful moment, and maybe even Power 93.5 should have been a part of that as well. Even Hitman knows how big what I am laying out could have been.
Do you know that Hitman knows that? Or
Hitman has just had surgery.
Yeah.
So he's down. He's not even at the radio station right now.
He hasn't been on in a couple of weeks.
I don't believe
Shout out to Carla. She been holding it the fuck down.
Kissing ass again.
He holds grudges.
Kissing ass again.
Kissing ass because I'm saying somebody holding shit down at their job, my nigga.
Yeah, in 2019, that's kissing ass.
Nigga, shut your ass up, nigga.
You could have had a legendary and historical moment of generations. You see, I just kept going and just ignored you.
We about to see some real ass kissing.
Of Wichita urban music with the Comeback Kid. A legend and the timeline of growth of music all in one moment. The city missed that. He's describing something that he wasn't even there for.
It sounds like he's describing what the show was with a few alterations.
Trezor. Troy. You ready? You ready? And you have a young R&B artist making some pop named Endless there as well. And XV is who XV is. How do you feel about this individual bringing up your artist? No, I'll stop. Hold on. We'll keep going. Rudy Love, Big Sam, K1, XV, YBM Smooth. If we really making it special, we put Creme de la Creme on the flight to take the stage.
How would that make it more special?
Then put DJ3, Damo, or Fluid on the set.
How would Creme make it more special?
He wouldn't. Creme would bring his crowd with him, and it would be more people, but it wouldn't have made it any bigger to me than.
See, like, all right, so it's like it sounds like he wants to relive.
We got both these niggas standing up, so it's finna go down.
It sounds like he wants to relive the Wichita Savage Party.
Yeah.
Like, and that's where Creme and Creme, of course, Smooth, Yadded was all in the mix there or whatnot, Sam or whatever, everybody was there. So, it sounds like he wants a fusion of those two shows.
I wondered did XV possibly hit up Creme? And Creme informed him that he wouldn't be able to make it because he had other ventures going on out in California. You don't know that.
This nigga is wild, bro.
You're just going based off of the strength of what you feel. And wasn't Barefoot there?
Probably was,
Barefoot
yeah.
Barefoot was the DJ there. Was it anybody else?
Shout out to Bears. Yeah. Richie Smart. Shout out to Barefoot. Shout out to Richie Smart.
So, to be perfectly honest
seen
with
both of
you,
y'all killed that shit.
you have a pretty big name with the DJ already. So, bringing in Fluid and bringing in DJ Damo or DJ 3, I feel like that would have just been adding names to a list that didn't necessarily need that many people. It's an EP listening, it's an album listening party.
And then at the
It's
same
not
time,
a festival.
And then at the same time, it's like, are we doing something for, are we doing something for the city, or are we doing something for my personal project? It's like, at the end of the day, these are the questions that we have to ask. How long is this going to be? Because if we're about to cram all of these artists, all of these DJs on here or whatnot, it's like everybody's going to have a 5-minute set. Niggas ain't going to know what time is where or whatnot. The slots is about to get all crazy or whatever. Like, and that's why I'm always saying, like, when the show is overcrowded, it's not a good show.
Yep.
It is not going to be a good show. Look,
XV did right.
Look, dog, if it happened,
had to
the
perform
nigga
when he wanted to
obviously
perform.
knew what he was doing.
Yeah.
Until you throw one that's going to be better, keep your mouth closed about it. Don't be one of those niggas who just talk just to hear themselves talk.
Wait,
Don't be that. Fuck, there's more?
there's more.
God damn this nigga. All right.
What's crazy is it was all possible. It wasn't even far-fetched to create something epic in the city. It was epic from what I saw. Anyway, all in one room on one stage, his name is big enough to make the calls and people move. For that moment, all those appearances could have happened on Love. No egos, not nothing, just one stage that told you a brief
for
timeline
your
that needed
ego.
no words. Yeah, your ego's all in this
Commentator.
post. Yeah, you finna feel Point Proven's ego here in a little bit. That was a photo that should have happened.
So is it all for the moment?
Did
though?
anybody
Like,
see?
That's what I asked
Did
about
anybody
this nigga.
see a photo of XV with anybody from that show on Facebook? I don't see
think I
XV
did
in
see
I don't see XV in too many photos
Yeah.
anyway. Like photos with anybody.
He took a lot afterwards.
Yeah.
Just performing, at least, is what I saw.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I seen Sam had posted one. I want to say Freddie High posted one. A couple of other fans had posted a few of them, But like, it wasn't much though, and ultimately, bro, like, it happened. It was a good show. Like, let that shit live on its own. Like, we don't have to go back and narrate everything, and try to change the past. Like, that shit is set in stone. Like, regardless to what you or anybody else thinks, in his lane, he made Wichita history. Like, if you talk to somebody like Hondro, like, I don't know if you watched Hondro's live, but Hondro was there, like, he's been a fan of XV from RIP. From Rip. So it's like, so like in Hondro's eyes and anybody else around Hondro's, like, mentality, that was a Wichita historic moment. You adding anything is like you're just ultimately trying to tarnish that moment, saying like, oh, that was a good moment, but he could have did it like this. Like, nah, nigga, fuck that. This is how we did it. Leave it alone. Come on, man.
He could have blessed many careers in a single moment.
How would anybody be blessed from? Come on, man.
No one was going to miss that show, and it would have been a comeback that gave back and erased some of that sour taste left for some over the years.
Oh, so all right, so he just explained it. The sour taste. So is he talking about himself? So is he the one who has a sour taste? Or is there some unreleased from the ground up footage that's like, nah, nigga, fuck XV. We don't fuck with XV or whatever. Like I mean, because I haven't felt that energy from nobody in the city since about 2011. There was a couple of niggas on that shit like back in the day, but all them niggas is gone now. Like, and ever since we've been doing this, niggas have shown nothing but love for XV.
Nothing but love.
So is he talking about himself when he says doing a show like that would have taken out that sour taste? What are you sour about?
Wait,
Fuck.
there's more. We wanted to do this for From the Ground Up. And it could have been
okay.
done in a single night.
Okay.
I know because I have several of the interviews and spent a year trying to understand how the
Well,
artists
nigga,
and
we wanted
fans
to do it
work
from the
and
Point
what's
Proven
missing.
fucking documentary, my nigga. So what are we talking about? You didn't do it. You didn't drop nothing from the ground up. So like it's just like, come on, man. You dropped 2 episodes and hella clips and trailers. Niggas is literally hitting you up, asking you, where is this shit at? Where is this shit at? Oh, I'm waiting to get it on the right streaming service. My nigga, fuck a streaming service. Print that shit out, put it on a fucking DVD, a VHS. My nigga, get that shit the fuck out.
What you're going
nigga,
through
I know
right
it's
now-
holding up hella storage on your hard drive, my nigga.
What you going through right now
Dump
is
that
the
shit.
exact thing that Carla didn't want to go through from the beginning.
Man,
Carla said that and she said it on the podcast.
Yeah.
So I'm not putting words in anybody's mouth. She said she wanted to make sure that the project was done so they could just drop at any moment. Just drop. It didn't have to be any waits. It didn't have to be 2 to
Simultaneous,
3 months in between each episode. But when certain people aren't getting on their game and doing what they need to do, I mean, shit like that is gonna
I'd rather
happen.
post long-ass
And then you
comments
get
on
long ass
Facebook.
comments about how an EP release party wasn't shit and it could have been way bigger than what it was. But in all actuality, you didn't attend the event, my guy. And from what everyone is saying, it was a beautiful night for the city of Wichita. So let me ask you this: do you have the right intentions for Wichita in your post, or are you doing it what's best for you? Are you worried about from the ground up, or are you actually saying this could have been a beautiful moment for Wichita? Because my thing is, you don't really even know what Wichita appreciates. From the outside looking in, you're making a great estimate or idea of what you feel is important to Wichita. XV and Creme de la Creme being on the same stage in one night might not be what's important to everybody in Wichita. You know what might be important? Seeing XV actually on a fucking stage in Wichita performing
That's
when
all that
people
matters.
new music.
I mean, that's all that
That's
matters.
what the fuck people want. We already know that XV and Creme de la Creme have a song eventually coming out. There ain't no way these two niggas from the same city making the moves that they're making, haven't worked together and had that conversation. Creme said that shit long ago when me and him had that conversation.
Wasn't he in that picture at up at fucking Paulie's?
Yeah.
XV was in there
Yeah,
with a bunch of niggas from the
with
city.
Blake,
Yeah.
with Blake Edwards,
Yeah, shout out
and
Blake.
a bunch of other cats. Shout out to all of them that were
Yeah.
there. Lester, were you mad you weren't at that function either? Should they have done something different with that studio time? Do you feel like they didn't take heed of their opportunity? Instead of worrying about what everybody else is doing in Wichita and critiquing all this other shit and critiquing all these shows, why don't you get your show out first?
You know what I think it is, bro? Like I think that he tries to create a moment to build buzz around his brand. This was supposed to be that moment for him. He was, like that's why he's like, oh, it would have eliminated the sour taste that's left in other people's mouths. Like, if anybody had a sour taste in their mouth, it would have shown on that post.
The smartest guy in the room ain't always the smartest guy in
Somebody
the room.
would have said, yeah, bro, I agree with you 100%. Fuck XV. Nobody said anything like that. The
Nope.
only thing that was said was, nigga, you're out of line.
And then how did it feel to know that the people that you were trying to talk about saying that they should have been involved told you, nah, my guy,
I'm good.
nah.
This ain't about me. This is about XV.
This
we
is
all
about
grew
XV.
up watching him. Not even grew up, but just like it's like, yeah, he was the first one.
And then to me it's mad corny for you to throw in an 18-year-old in the situation.
Who was the 18-year-old? Yeah, facts.
It's
Facts.
corny. That's
Nigga,
whack.
Watch out, bro.
Like, to be perfectly honest with you, what's the point of even mentioning her name?
Do anything for clout, man. He just wants to be known for something. He wants that notoriety for something. He didn't get enough hype off of the Knox Bond situation.
He's all about the moments.
Exactly.
He's all about the moments. He even came to the podcast trying to create some moments. We sat here, we shut up, and we let the man
I
talk.
ain't shut up.
Nah,
I-
no. When I'm
yeah,
talking,
nah.
what I'm saying is that when he wanted to do that add a little extra sauce to that bullshit, we let him open
And he
his
was
mouth and
getting
speak.
shut down.
No,
He was
What I'm saying is that we had responses, but we let him
Yeah.
speak.
Oh yeah.
We
'Cause
didn't,
I'ma let
we
you
didn't,
dig
we
your
didn't
hole.
shut
Yeah.
down and be like, nah, shut
Yeah,
up,
I'ma
don't
let you
say
dig
that
your
shit.
hole.
We
Yeah.
let you talk. It's all about the moment.
Oh shit, I forgot he was on. Yeah, man. Yo, that nigga was big cat, man.
So all the bridges that you burned in that dumbass post, all of the unnecessary comments that you needed, I look forward to seeing this new podcast or whatever you got going, interviewing people.
That shit ain't coming
Let
out.
me know who you decide to interview.
You already know
I look forward to seeing that shit in 2021.
No, you don't.
If you can get that on some type of streaming service.
2021. God damn, that's a long ass time, nigga.
You know what I'm saying? Because it takes about 2 years for you to get something done, Lester.
Shit. Man.
Did I prove my point?
What's understood ain't gotta be said, man.
God damn it, this is motherfucking point
These
proven.
niggas,
You
man,
fucking
yeah.
know what's up. You know we wasn't finna let this shit fly by.
Nah, man, we can't let this shit ride, man. God damn, how the fuck you hit me? See, karma. Man,
That's
karma
why your
coming
ass
back
was a
and fucking
defensive
with me.
lineman and not a quarterback.
God damn.
But yo, shout out to Endless, an amazing R&B artist. Look forward to meeting her and working with her in the near future. Shout out to Freddie Ha that performed. Shout out to Big Sam, Samuel David, that got on the stage as well to do Bitch I Feel Amazing, a song that they did, Lester. Shout out to Skinny Chip Yadid for shutting down and doing what he did. He did exactly what he needed to do. He didn't need to bring Smooth for that situation. In fact, if you pay attention to flyers, Lester, you would know that Skinny Chip Yadid has a show in Dallas. And there's actually going to be a couple of guest appearances, if you know what I mean. It's all
nigga
about
not
the
paying
information
attention,
you
bro.
know. But guess what? When you got your head so far up your ass and you don't build relationships with people and you can't have the chance to speak to people and know what's actually going on,
Oh my God, bro.
this is shit that happens.
Yo,
Posts like
man,
shit.
I love y'all. Man.
Posts
Y'all-
like that is
oh,
what
my
happens.
God. Y'all lucky y'all to turn a new leaf, bro. I'll put this nigga all the way out right now. Bro.
Man, I done went out to California. I done tried to get my mind and my spirit
I
right.
definitely like
I'm
you on
getting
your
off of
Rello
I'm getting
LA
off of a
vibes.
flight, and then this is the shit that I have to come home to.
That was
I got off the flight, and this is the shit that I saw. I just had an anxiety attack 2 hours ago on my flight. I get off the plane, and all of a sudden I see people saying, "Yo, Lester and Rello got got the same ideas on this shit." No, the fuck I don't. From what I know, the daggone EP listening party or album listening party was a success. It went pretty good. From the videos that I saw that people posted, it looked dope as hell. Shout out to XV. He wished me happy birthday. I ain't got no issues with that, man.
yeah, man.
Anything else on that topic?
Nah, nigga, that shit.
We
done,
good?
man. Yeah.
So let's talk about 4 times kissing ass. Let's
Four
go.
times, man. Look, 4 times.
Let's
kissing
go.
your ass, my nigga. Look, all right. So look, shout out to Carla.
Carla,
She hit me.
you
nah,
tried
nah,
to get
nah.
me the fuck out of here
She
and
hit
it
me-
didn't work.
Oh, so is that what you mad about?
Carla,
Is that
you
what you
tried.
mad about?
Carla, you tried.
How did she try to get you out of here?
Really? You're gonna say Dyke in 2019?
Nigga, that was
Well,
3
Carla,
months ago,
Carla,
nigga.
go ahead and educate me on
But
what I
told
should
y'all
say.
This nigga hold grudges, bro. This nigga hold grudges.
You
This
1000%
nigga hold
right.
grudges.
Especially when you sounded stupid.
So are you mad at Drix?
Am I mad at? No, we talked. We spoke.
Did you hear her?
No,
Did you hear Drix?
no, we had a conversation. When I said, "Yo, hit me up, let's talk about this shit," we spoke about this shit.
So all right. So let's.
Carla,
let's-
you couldn't
Nah,
even
nah,
you
nah, nah,
Carla,
hold
you
on,
couldn't
hold on,
even
hold
give
on,
me a
hold on,
right
hold on.
answer on the comment.
Fuck that. How am I ass kissing for liking a post?
You commented on some shit.
She asked a question. She said, what was, I don't know what
And
the
you
fucking
were
question
and you
was.
were a comment out of 40-something comments.
So the fuck what? Nigga, do I have to pull up my DM right now? Nah, show
No, I'm
your,
fucking with
show
you.
the shit that you sent. Yeah. This nigga go fix it real quick.
No, I'm fucking with you.
Yeah, all right. You don't want your ass kissing to get exposed. I understand.
With who?
Who's the most industry out of us?
Who's the most industry out of us two?
This nigga said neither one of y'all. niggas.
Troy.
Like, you ain't part of the podcast. nigga.
Troy, the most
Yeah.
industry nigga. I get a message from one of the hottest artists in the city, and he's like, "Yeah, I'm linking up with your boy Troy." I said, "Is that right?" Industry ass. Boy, and you got people mad too, don't you? This is point proven, goddammit. If you gonna run the goddamn world.
world,
And if you can't, make sure the other nigga can't run the world first.
You burnt the fuck out, man.
You see the negative energy that y'all try to throw on me?
Yeah,
I
man,
went
look,
to
positive
Cali. I'm
affirmations,
sitting here
man.
on the beach
How we
enjoying
start
myself.
off the podcast talking about like self-love and shit, like, you know, like anxiety and depression, and then we end on, you know, like all this negativity. Nigga, fuck all that shit, man. Purge all of those emotions. However
You know what?
you feel about
You know
Carla,
what?
say that shit. However you feel about
You know
Lester,
what?
say that shit.
I
and
just
get it
didn't
off
like
your
the
chest.
way that Carla handled it. I didn't like the way that Carla kind of spoke on it.
Mm-hmm.
Because to me, you were instigating the situation.
I feel like everybody who commented on that post was instigated.
No, because once Drix commented on that, Carla commented and Essence Brown commented.
Mm-hmm.
And Essence was answering the question.
Essence answered the question, but
Carla,
it was still like
did
2
you
or 3
answer-
more people in between Essence though, because Essence, she had said
Everybody
something
else
like later
answered
on
the-
that night.
Everybody else the next day. It was the next day.
Yeah. Yeah, bro, so, like, it was like a nice little time period.
Else was on the topic of the conversation.
There was 3 particular people who was on the topic of the word. None of those 3 answered any questions.
I have to go through and look. But Carla. Baby.
Hit that shit off your chest, man. There ain't no sense of holding on to it, bro. Just purge those feelings.
I don't know what the radio station has trained you on, but calling someone that is gay, there's different terms. That's why it's called the LGBTQ community. There's different terms. And I'm asking someone that is a part of that community to answer for me what are the proper terms. And for you to tell me the proper terms are people, humans.
Why that face?
So apparently you don't even know what the
shit.
correct terms are.
Oh, shit.
And then do you know how mad I got when a couple of days later I see somebody on Facebook use the word?
Who used it?
I'm not gonna put him on Front Street, but
No,
the
fuck
nigga,
that.
no,
Put him on
that's
Front
my nigga, and the nigga will post the shit again.
Did anybody have that type of reaction?
What do you mean? On him?
Yeah.
No.
All right, so that just show you how much pull that you got in the city. You know, like me and you can do and say certain things that other niggas above us can't.
I feel like you remember when Wayne and Birdman had their beef,
Yeah.
and 50 Cent said he was like, I wouldn't get in between that
Yeah.
because
That's some personal shit.
this personal,
Uh-huh.
and at the end of the day, they're gonna work it out.
Yeah.
And then whatever you said,
Yeah.
you're kind of the one on the outside looking in.
Yeah.
That's how I feel with Carla. I feel like you tried to instigate the situation,
Uh-huh.
and I don't know exactly what you were trying to say because you didn't even give me an answer.
Yeah.
If I tell you, yo, I've apologized about this, now educate me on this, please. I'm asking you to, and you can't. What the fuck are you so upset about?
She didn't educate you to your standards, but she gave
She
you
didn't.
an answer. She gave you an answer. She gave you her opinion. She said,
Stop.
call them people.
Stop.
Call them people.
Stop. No.
Call the people.
No.
Bro, like, all right, so what's like, all right, so
But
like, all right,
in-
so, all right, well, hold on. So let's break it down to like something outside of homosexuality. Let's talk about the actual mental illness or whatnot. Let's talk about like just being on the spectrum. Being on the spectrum. If you don't know what somebody's specific diagnosis is, you can't just label them under one word. You can, but it's going to be deemed as offensive.
Mm-hmm.
So to avoid all of that, some people might just say, "Oh, just call them human. Just call them people. You don't have to put a label on everything." You know, like it. Hold on. There's some artists who's like, "Nah, don't call me a rapper. Don't call me a."
Remember when you said that
singer,
when your
just call
anxiety
me an
gets up,
artist.
you start twitching your leg?
He starts twitching the pen. Just call him an artist or whatever. So what's wrong with that answer?
I get your point
Mm-hmm.
where you're going with this. Me personally, if someone that is of that community tells me that that word is offensive, don't use that word. And then I say, my apologies.
Yeah.
Educate me
I definitely see what
on
you're saying.
this. Then you come in and you say, really? What's wrong with you? Like,
So-
why would you do that? You're not here to help the situation at all. You're instigating.
Yeah.
Anything that Carla said in that post.
Did she
had-
comment under Drick's?
No, she made her own comment.
Oh, okay. All right, then. So what if she didn't read the Drick's thing then?
She read it.
Because, because sometimes I read comments and then, sometimes I just make my own comment.
Because before she made the comment, she was going through and liking everything that Drix was saying.
So she definitely read the comments. She agreed with Drix. She just wanted to interact with you personally.
She wanted to make sure that that I knew that she felt I was wrong.
So is that a
Do you
Lester
know how
Rowe
many?
moment?
Do you know how many? Yeah, that's a part of the Lester Rowe family, Carla.
Oh shit.
That's a part of the Lester Rowe. That might be something that you learn from the ground up. Because do you know how many people that hit me in my inbox or my text messages? Carla, we've had multiple conversations in the inbox. So it would take nothing for you to hit me up and be like, yo, just a FYI, I know the field and the career you're trying to get into. So I would suggest that you don't go that direction.
Mm-hmm.
That's a big no-no. Okay, you're right. I fucked up. I acknowledge that I fucked up multiple times in that post.
Do you think that you fucked up, or are you just saying that because other people feel like you were wrong? Do you actually think that you were wrong?
I feel that I am wrong because I worded that post wrong, and I should have gave more detail in what I was talking about.
Okay.
That's what I'm wrong for.
Okay.
I regret that there was someone that is of the LGBTQ community that felt offended.
Yeah.
Because I'm not trying to offend anybody.
I
in
mean,
that
but
post.
yeah, but people are easily offended these days.
Yeah.
We're in a very sensitive time frame right now. It's like there's certain things that you shouldn't really be. Like our skin and our tolerance should be at a certain point right now where it's like, okay, I can handle certain things. I can handle being called a nigga by a white man. True enough, I might get mad, but it's not the end of the world though.
No, it's not the end of the
You
world.
understand?
I
feel like now
I got you.
we
I got you.
we
Yeah, I feel
really
you. I feel
create
you.
stuff to just it just leads back into that earlier conversation. It's like we really create our own issues.
There's a point of something that makes us upset, and then there's a point where we just decide we want to be upset.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And Carla, you wanted to be upset.
See, from what you just said, it sounds like when Drix had read it, she became upset.
Yeah.
When Carla read it, she wanted to match Drix's upsetness.
Mm-hmm.
Just like, okay, I want to be upset with her.
And Carla, I know you're gonna comment or hit me up and messaging me and be like, "Yo, you're completely wrong for what you said," and anything like that. No, motherfucker, you was completely wrong for trying to instigate the situation. In the end, Drix is fam. Always gonna have love for her. Everything is good and fine between us. She knows that I was not trying to offend or be disrespectful in any way of that situation. But it sounds like you need to go to a class and learn as well what are some proper terms.
So
Because you couldn't tell me shit.
we gotta
So
talk
if
about
you
this
can't
off
tell
air.
me shit about the conversation of the topic, just stay out of it.
So all right. So are you really mad right now though, or is it like is it like?
We'll talk.
All right. I definitely.
We'll talk.
We gotta talk.
We'll talk. But I don't fuck with you. No, I'm fucking with you.
We gotta talk, but we also gotta dip.
Yep. It's been fun.
It's been real, man. We ain't did this in a long
Everybody
time.
stay
We
off
should
of
do
they
this every
bullshit.
week,
You know, it'd be cool.
Yeah.
You
If
know?
people didn't steal our fucking Thursdays, but you know. Nah,
It's
man,
all
it's all
love.
love, man.
It's all love. The specific that joke, I love y'all. I love y'all. But everybody stay off they bullshit. Everybody.
And let go of the bullshit too. Don't hold on to no
Nah,
grudges.
keep that shit.
Especially no
Hold on to that
2-month-old
shit.
grudges, especially a Facebook grudge. You have to let certain shit go, Rello. Not just
Huh.
Rello, everybody. You know what? We said that we would, or I said I was gonna drop some positive affirmations every day on the podcast. So that, you know,
Drop
that's
it.
what we doing.
'Cause
Man,
we
look,
done went
fuck
through all
all the
this shit.
bullshit, my G. Look, you are strong. You're beautiful. You're talented. You're extraordinary. You can do whatever the fuck you want to do. You just got to get out of your own way and go do it. So my nigga, go around the fucking world and do that shit the way that you want to do it. Don't let nobody stop you. Don't let nobody hold you back. Don't let a nigga like me hop in your inbox popping my shit, because I'm going to shut you all the way the fuck down. So just go out, handle your business, and live right, man. Do the right shit. We
Live
outta here.
right. Live right.
Live right.
Don't live in a lie.
Don't. All right,
Don't
yeah,
live
yeah.
a lie.
Yeah, add
live,
that to it.
Live your truth.
Yeah,
Live your
facts.
truth.
All right, so we out there, right? Yeah.
Yo. Ladies and gentlemen, this is an episode of Motherfucking Point Proven. I go by the name of Rello. That's RELL motherfucking O.
4 times the genius, man. 4 run the YouTube. Look, if you gonna run the goddamn world, man.
And we are out this bitch.
Hey.